Okay. Well, I didn't intend to stream, but I'm interested in playing the game some more. I fucked up though. I've been streaming on Twitch, and I guess the way that I've been streaming, don't press the buttons so close together, and you get both streams to work properly. Alright. Well, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. That's how it goes. Usually I change a lot of settings. I wonder if I've made a mistake.
Hey. Care to take a chance?
No.
Not until next time.
I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't plan on streaming right now. I was gonna just roam about and have a good time for a couple hours before I started playing again.
Yes? Some pretty things, yes? I like it. Yes? Some pretty things, yes? My tribe could use that. Be wary.
Okay, so you got the monkey probably respawned in the top right corner. I don't want to deal with that shit, so at least not while I'm just awoken. Right now I'm half asleep, so I'd probably die if I was to fight him. I've already killed him. He could accidentally start running at me or something. Instead, we'll just do easy content, get a level up or two. The other option is, this was just to prove that I had not been streaming to YouTube properly. I could just stop the stream now, do whatever else it was I needed to get done, and then I can stream later. I think the lesson to learn today is press this Twitch stream button, wait a few seconds, and then press the YouTube stream button. If you press them both at the same time, I don't think it streams to YouTube. Like yesterday I had a 13-hour stream, and I've been streaming pretty consistently this past couple of days. I think for the first while I was doing 8-hour streams or something close to that number. Then I get 5 hours of sleep, and then I go right back at it for another 8 hours. And I don't, when I took a look at my channel, I didn't see anything for streams on YouTube, so I was like, okay, I must have fucked up somewhere. Initially, I thought it was the stream key, but I took a look at it, I copied and pasted and so forth, and it was the same stream key I already had. So I opened up a tab just before I started this stream, so I could watch as YouTube got the information. And it seemed fine to me. I wouldn't mind taking a look from my phone to see if I'm still streaming on. That's weird. Okay. That's a problem. Why did I not see that? Okay. Multiple things have to be changed every time I stream. In different monitors. Yeah. Learning process. I need a nap. Oh, I got the level up. I'm going with the greedy approach with this game where I'm just like, okay, you see something that you want, just take it, go for it. And I guess what I want is typically very tanky and damagey, but I feel like I want this one, because that 1% increased damage per 1% chance to block. I feel like that puts block on the table as something that I'm going to want more of in the future. Now, the block chance on stuff is multiplicative. Oh, this shield doesn't have much block chance. Okay. I used to have a shield that had 38% chance to block. So, that's why that point looked a bit more appealing back then. So I was thinking about getting this. I don't know what the break armor is going to do. I think it's going to increase the armor break of all sources of armor break. That's what I think it's going to do. So if I get that small one, then I get the big one right there. These 12% physical damage nodes, they look appealing too. But I was contemplating like a whole lot of things. I'm like, oh boy, attack speed, that sounds so nice. If I go here, there, 3, 2, 5, like 10% attack speed for 3 nodes, and more dexterity, attack accuracy. Why would I not go this way? I don't understand accuracy. I don't really care about accuracy too much, except for when a boss or enemy is evasive. So 2 points here. Head down this way. Block chance. Get some damage from blocking. Attack skills deal 10% increased damage while holding a shield. I really hope that Mace Strike counts as an attack skill. I hope it does. Basically I'll get there and attack skills. So it takes, if I want that, 2 level ups. Increased damage. Increased physical damage. Well, right here is where I want to go for now. Just to get this and then that. But when I do get to this level, I'll probably have to check the DPS meter on the attack skill. See if the DPS meter goes up on the skill. Actually, there was shift compare. It's all the way over there, though. Okay. How about this, then? Shift compare. So Mace Strike does go up. Okay. I get a lot of damage per second if I get these ones. Um, 4 to 5. What's the 4 to 5 mean? I'm guessing that's for just punching or something. I don't know. No skills affected. Yeah, I love this game. It's pretty good. I wasn't actually ready for a stream right now, though. I think, I might take a break or something already. This wasn't intentional. I woke up, I looked at my phone, and I was like, oh, let's check and see how my YouTube streams are doing for Path of Exile. And then I find out, oh, I haven't been streaming it on YouTube at all, so I gotta fix that issue. I'm so stupid. Maybe after I clear this area, we just stop. Something simple like that. I think that streaming at 4 o'clock in the morning is a bit too early. Most people are sleeping at this hour. So that's the second reason to not be streaming at this hour. I woke up a little early because I had a nightmare. I dreamt that I was working and there was these pipes on the floor that I had to do something with. The boss told me to go over there and to do the thing to shove the pipe down the hole, but when I got there the pipe was already down the hole and I saw a second hole over there and so forth, and the boss left me no means of communicating with him. So I was like, well, it could be that someone already did the work. It could be that the pipe was previously in that other hole and someone came around and changed it so that it goes down this hole instead. So I was like, okay, well, I'm a little concerned because I don't want to do anything and find out that I did something that made it so we have to do it all over again. And that was the nightmare aspect of it. I wouldn't really call it all that scary and so forth, but it was frustrating. I think the nightmare aspect comes from the idea that I had no way of communicating with him. So I was thinking in my mind that if he takes too fucking long to get back, or I can't find a way to talk to somebody that knows what's going on, that some point in time he's gonna come back and he's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I've been gone all this time and you haven't done anything. What the fuck? And I'm just like, oh no, I can't take this. It's not my fucking fault that you guys didn't leave me any means of communication. It'd be just nice to have like a little double check to be like, hey, it's already going, the pipe is already through a hole. Like, you guys good? Oh, is that hole good? No? Son? It was just a dream, thankfully. think the real nightmare is dreaming about work while you're sleeping. That's the real nightmare. I think it's realistic enough because you always, when you're at work, your boss fucks off or something after giving you the smallest of explanations and expects you to quickly solve it with what little he gives you. Yeah, fuck hell. Yesterday was a pretty good stream, ignoring the fact that YouTube didn't get it. What I liked about it was just that, now obviously I did a large portion of farming for crafting materials and upgraded a lot of items to rare. But what I really liked was I had gotten a lot of progress in areas that I've never experienced yet. And so I didn't know what I was getting myself into, and so during the farming session I was going brain dead tired. And I guess I got a second wind when I was like, okay, we beat the Act 2 boss. And I'm pretty sure it said I had 5 viewers on Twitch, and I guess that gave me motivation to try a little bit more. And so, and I believe that those Twitch viewers were just bots, I'm gonna be honest, because I can't really imagine people just sitting around and watching some random streamer and then magically they go from 5 to 0 when they're all done. So I say that it was like a bot or a multi-boxer or something, I don't know. I don't know the streaming lingo, but I'm pretty sure in my mind it wasn't an actual person. But it gave me a little bit of motivation just to pretend that it was a real person. Well, an NPC was talking, actually at some point in time during the stream, all the 5 people, or 5 viewers, or whatever it was, were there. There was, a bot popped up with a message and so forth, you know, like, oh, viewers at this X website or whatnot. And I didn't want to stop the stream to go and ban and report the bot and so forth, so what I did was I waited until I got to an NPC dialogue moment, and during the NPC dialogue, while the NPC's talking, entertaining the viewers or whatnot, I went to my phone, I go and pull up the chat, ban the bot, and I remove its message and all that, report the bot and all that, and I made sure to do it while simultaneously keeping the dialogue going. So the dialogue never stopped while I was dealing with the bot. And sure enough, almost immediately afterwards, the 5 views went away. So I really think that it was related to the bot somehow. The two things kind of lined up pretty closely together. I think it's a losing battle, but I think the real right answer is change my settings on Twitch eventually, or find some keywords. Like, I'm pretty sure. Here's what I think Twitch should do. The bots are trying to evade them, or keyword searches, by using special letters. Like, I saw multiple bots that would use like a weird V or E or something to evade the use of the word viewer as a banned word in chat. My opinion is that Twitch should have a setting that just bans special letters altogether. If you use any special letter in my chat, insta-ban. That way, it just gets rid of the botting problem. A lot of EXP here. When I was farming yesterday, I thought that I would end up over-leveling all the content, but I'm gonna be honest. This area is level 35, I'm level 38, so yeah, I am still over-leveled, but I'm getting good EXP. I don't think that level makes up whether you're strong or not. I think that it's the gear you have that decides whether your character is actually strong. Since I'm playing on hardcore, I just take things slow. I don't need to rush. I'm not trying to get a leaderboard or nothing. I just want to have this character survive in hardcore, and I play and have fun at the same time. I would... Every time that I have died so far on hardcore, there was the time I died at level 21, and prior to that, I thought, okay, well, that's easy, I'll just continue on softcore. But the thing I hate about softcore in this game is the hub area. Frickin' hate looking at the players, and you can't toggle the players off in the hub area. And they're so annoying with their pets or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, and it makes that weird fucking screeching noise. I don't like the hub areas, and I find that if you play on hardcore, there are fewer players, so it's quieter and more peaceful. It still happens. It's just the way it is. The game is heavily designed to, as I read it somewhere, and it makes sense to me, was that the game was designed with the intention of giving the people that do microtransactions and cosmetics reason to do those things to show off. So the logic that's going on here is this inventory size is really small, and it's not because Diablo 1 did it that way and all the other Diablo games did it that way or whatnot. The reason that inventory size is so small is because you have to make constant trips back here to the hub. And during that time that you visit the hub, your seeing other players, or other players think that you are looking at them.
I'll take it.
And I am, occasionally. More out of curiosity. And so, those players that purchase microtransactions
Good idea.
feel very gratified when another player shows up in the hub, because they feel like they're showing off and they get to show off their $50 skins or whatnot. I don't know. I've got no knowledge on how much the skins actually cost.
Be wary.
Oh boy. These tabs that I have, whether you believe me or not, take it with a grain of salt, I guess. I purchased it's Canadian terms that I'm using, so Americans will gawk at it and be like, oh, you bought the big one. I bought the second one. I bought the second pack instead of the first pack because I thought the armor set looked cool. And the price, I was like, okay, this is a AAA game price that I am willing to spend. And so I was like, you know what, why not? Oh boy, I'm tired. And with that, I gained the coins that are used for stash tabs. I didn't think I was going to buy stash tabs initially. I thought that I was going to hold on to the coins for a very long time.
Yes.
But when I noticed that I was collecting gear for future characters to run in hardcore, I was like, well, these stash tabs are filling up, and I've got this currency that will let me get more stash tabs. So, put two and two together, and I said, okay, it looks like I'm going to be buying stash tabs.
Pretty things, yes.
But it wasn't actually money I was spending. I did not spend any extra money on stash tabs. So, I just spent the currency that was given to me when I initially came to purchase the right to enter the game. The privilege to enter the early access. Oh fuck, I'm tired. I don't think I looked at the gear in the merchant shop, so I have leveled up. I need to do that.
Some odds and
So
ends
she's
to
got
be
that,
found in
kind of useless, but there might also be rare. Got a rare, but it's expensive.
Oh, our local temple.
Even more expensive. Okay.
Who goes there? No need to rush. Strike like the scorpion. Adorn and survive.
That's a lot of life regen. If that belt had other things going for it that were good. It's cheap, so I can afford it.
Sands guide you.
However, it's a level 20 belt. I don't seem to have anything that compares with it for health regen purposes, so I can buy it and give it away to my next characters.
No need to rush.
A character that reaches level 20 gets a nice
Deal is made.
7.8 life regen. This belt will be for level 24. The life regen is kind of shit. I don't understand how it rolled so low. I don't fully care. I just need to move on.
Young one.
Reasonable price. But I've been getting a lot of yellows lately.
Stay in sight.
What have we got?
Oh boy.
Here's what I got. That'll keep you alive.
Like if you can hear that screeching noise, I'm not sure where it's coming from, but I'm pretty sure it's from a pet. It's gone now. Okay, so it's this fucking little bird that the guys get for purchasing the game for cheap. I'm purchasing the game for something. I don't know. I wouldn't say cheap for... I shouldn't have said cheap, because it might not have been. Because I don't know. How about rares? He might have a cheap rare.
How can I help? Take a look.
Yeah, he's got a cheap rare.
One of my finest.
The damage and stats on it are actually pretty good for a low level. Level 10. No, it's not a low level. Like, if you want to compare it with the weapon that I made. My weapon that I made can be equipped by a level 1 character with 11 strength. This weapon can be equipped by a level 10. The cold damage on this one's better. The lightning damage on that one is inherent. It doesn't have it socketed. It's got physical damage. Mine's got attack speed going for it. I could improve the quality. That 40% increased physical damage isn't really doing all that much because I got base physical damage on that. The quality's improved, so things are going on. You've got room for one more yellow, same as mine. I rolled 2 extra yellows and they were both the 4 life and the 2 mana, so this weapon initially came with the attack speed, cold damage, and physical. And I thought, oh boy, it's gonna be so good. No, it's bad. But it can be equipped by level 1, so it's still pretty good. Socketing a gem into this, plus quality. I think this is an improvement, all the same. The attack speed's lower though, and physical damage is slightly lower. With if I improve the quality, it would go from 7 to 12, I think. So it would be 2 points less on the top end for damage and physical. The attack speed's lower. Cold damage is bigger. And then you've got these one more socket. The lightning damage is almost the same, it's 2 points less. So really the socket is what would make things different and matter. I think the right answer for socketing would be either lightning or ice, and it would really depend upon what enemies in Act 1 are weak to. Actually, no. The right answer would be fire damage because the final boss of Act 1 is weak to... He's a frost-based boss, so he probably is weak to fire. So then you have a weapon that can help you beat the final boss. However, I've got weapons already from Act 2 that are... So level 16 would probably be the right level to fight the last boss. Now where's one of my custom weapons? Like, I've got this, that's level 26, that's my other weapon. I got this, my level 16 weapon, it's cold damage. It's more of a physical weapon than it is a cold weapon. If it had fire damage, it'd be ideal for a low-level character to go and take on the first act boss. However, this one's a level 10 weapon, it's got fire damage, attack speed. If it was to roll some physical damage from turning into a yellow, and it's got a huge attack speed. Give it a socket, fire damage. I'd use that for the Act 1 boss, maybe. The real answer, I think, though, for bosses is use the right elemental resistances against the boss. That's what truly matters. I'll keep that hammer. No. Yes. No. Do it. It doesn't matter all that much. Maybe I'll find a use for it in the future. I was gonna get a regal shard out of it. Instead, I'm not gonna. Wasting a lot of time. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, and look, another bot. My favorite. Oh, I don't have the mental capacity for that right now. It's not like this stream will go for much longer. And this time he's using the word viewers. The viewers is fine. He didn't change the viewers word at all. But he's got the on with a special O, I think. Yeah, he's got some weird shit going on in there. So I guess I don't really get that. Now I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be a memory for me, so I'm gonna have to explain the memory too. I remember when I had to learn before I had to take the test so I could get my full license for driving, there was this class I was taking for driver's lessons. Basically, the idea was just to give the kids more confidence of driving before you actually get them on the road and so forth. And everyone's gonna be like, oh man, just get them learning right away and so forth. Well, I think the older generation is more used to the educational approach, or at least that's what my parents are. I think all the older people, they learned via probably a very good education system for its time, but I think the education system now sucks. But the older people are still shackled by the concepts of the education system of their time, so they throw the younger generation into it. Well, there was this, during the course, one of the kids asks the question, well, what happens if you have one of those out-of-body experiences where you're on the road and you suddenly realize, fuck, man, I'm already on the, you're driving and you realize you're stopped at a stop sign, or maybe you're driving and you realize, oh fuck, all this time I've been half awake. Thank goodness I didn't get into a crash. Well, right now for me, I'm kind of in that moment where I just realized I've gone through the entirety of that Crips, and I don't remember any of it. I'm still half asleep. So I've got that out-of-body experience where I'm like, oh fuck, I'm playing on hardcore. And this fucking character could die, and that would be it. And I'm just playing him half asleep. What the fuck am I doing? Holy shit. One of those out-of-body experiences. It's the same thing like with that question the kid was asking about with driving. It was like, so what happens if you have an out-of-body experience where you're driving and then you suddenly realize that this entire time you haven't been actually paying attention to anything, you've just been driving. Oh man. I don't remember what the teacher said, but I think it was something along the lines of, yeah, maybe don't do that. Of course. Well, it is what it is. Okay, so I guess the monkey's a random spot. I'm tired. I want to get the Waygate so I don't have to deal with the monkey. Let's relieve my fears with regards to YouTube. Yikes. If I go to my channel on YouTube, is it live? It is live. Thank goodness. Oh man, sorry for hitting the mic. So find a waypoint and then call